This is the Morning Swim Show from Monday, January 23rd, 2012. I'm your host, Peter Bush. In the Phoenix Monitor today, we'll talk to swimmer Eric Carlson. He just made American Olympic trial cuts in the 100 and 200 breaststroke after what's been an interesting off and on career with the sport. Eric Carlson joins us right now in the Phoenix Monitor from San Diego, California. Hey, Eric, welcome to the Morning Swim Show. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well. How are you doing?
Good, thank you. All right, so you're 27 now, just made trial cuts, but you haven't been really back in the water long, as I understand.
No, I've taken 2 3 to 4 year breaks in the past 8 years, I'd say. But I've been back in for about 7 months now, and I'm really enjoying where I swim now.
Okay, so you're obviously not only very talented, but getting some good training in Pasadena. Why did you end up out in Pasadena, a guy from the East Coast mostly, and what brought you back to the sport?
Well, I ended up in Pasadena. My girlfriend and I finished up law school in Boston, and I played poker professionally and decided that LA has a pretty good poker scene. And between that and my girlfriend Alicia wanting to practice law in California, we just decided to head out to the LA area, and Pasadena is kind of where we landed in the metro area generally.
All right, so you're a professional poker player?
Yes.
Well, that's interesting. Are there any, I don't know, are there any poker skills that help you in the pool?
I don't think so, actually. I don't think the two cross over all that much.
All right, well, still, nonetheless, very interesting. All right, is this your first Olympic trials you'll be going to?
Yeah, this is definitely the first time I've really been swimming at this level, I'd say.
You go back a long ways, though, in swimming. You were once honored in Swimming World Magazine as Swimmer of the Month way back in, I think it was 1994, we found the issue.
Yep, as a 10-year-old, a very precocious, excited about swimming 10-year-old. I was very happy to get in the magazine, too.
Hey, we never forget the first time we're in Swimming World Magazine, right?
Right.
All right, so tell me about, what is your goal this time around? As you said, you've taken a couple of breaks, long breaks in swimming, but, is it to make the Olympic trials and really try and make the team, or are you just having fun? What is it?
It's funny, when I started swimming, we got out to Pasadena in May, and I just joined the Rose Bowl Masters Club for fitness more than anything else, thinking it's a mile away from where I live, and I enjoy swimming, and I really like the coach there, and I was like, well, I'll just swim and see how it goes, and I went to a meet and swam pretty well, I guess, and decided I'd go to Masters Nationals, and at that meet I decided my goal was just to qualify for U.S. Nationals in December, and then I qualified for that, and I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll try to make trials, and now I have that, and so my girlfriend said I have to have a more lofty goal. So my goal this time is to make semifinals at trials, which will probably require a pretty big time drop, but I'm optimistic about it.
What would you be more excited about, making finals at Olympic trials or making the final table of the World Series of Poker?
Final table of the World Series of Poker, I think. You're making well over $1 million just to get there.
Well, I know you'd make more money, but what would make you more? Well, I guess the two sometimes go hand in hand. I answered my own question there.
I'm more excited about making the Olympics, I think. But I think just to make finals at trials, I'd rather make the final table of the World Series.
Okay, but making the Olympics would be better than winning the World Series of Poker, or?
They would definitely be on par. I think making the Olympics would be more exciting.
We have found the swimming equivalent. Okay. Now we've accomplished what we set out to do today, Eric.
Good.
You've got an interesting background. I understand it when you swam in college at Duke, you quit the team at one point over a scheduling conflict with a chemistry class?
I quit the team pretty much the first day. I got to Duke, and I was recruited there, but they're a non-scholarship program. And when I got there and was talking to the coach about my schedule, I had an 8:30 chemistry course, and the assistant coach pretty much said, you're not going to be able to be on the team and make that class. And I told her I was planning to be a chemistry major at the time, and it was the only time the class was offered. And she was like, well, I don't know what to tell you. And I said, I don't know what to tell you. And I just kind of decided that academics were more important than swimming for me at that point, and didn't swim at Duke.
Swimming on your own terms.
Excuse me?
I said swimming on your own terms. That seems how you've always kind of gone about it.
I think that's a fair assessment, yes.
Very cool. Well, what's the next what's next for you? What's the next meet, and what's the next poker tournament? And can anybody watch it?
My next meet probably just be a couple small Masters meets in the LA area, and then I'll be going to Masters Nationals in Greensboro in April, and then hopefully I'll be able to find some long course meets in kind of April, early May, kind of for a tune-up for trials. And the next poker tournament, the LA Poker Classic, is just in a couple weeks here out at Commerce Casino in LA, and I'll be playing a few events, and if I go really deep in one, the main event is televised.
Well, Eric, thank you very much for joining us, and good luck in 2012.
No problem. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
All right, that's Eric Carlson joining us in the Finis Monitor today, and that is it for today's show. I'm Peter Bush, reminding you to keep your head down at the finish.